What's up, guys? We're back here at Atlas Empires. We got the update finally, and look at the map. So the map has changed. I think it's like the autumn special map design. So you're going to have this ugly brown now on the world map. Some of the cool features is they are Halloween pumpkins around on the map. So we haven't gathered one of those yet. But there's a massive flaw, massive issue with the balance changes and what they did. So let's go into battle and show you. All you need right now is catakillers. Catakillers are broken as hell. So whoever did this change has no sense of game design, balance, issues. Like, they have no idea what they're doing. We touched upon this in the patch notes video. You do not want to have a ranged troop that attacks defenses that can outrange defenses. You just don't. So you can see all these troops are killing defenses, just devouring them. Nothing can hurt them. The mortar occasionally can hit them, but a lot of times they even outrange the mortar, who has a 6-tile range. The sentry can activate, but the sentry troops are incredibly weak, and they're not going to do anything to these guys. The sentry troops are there to deal with, like, archers and axemen, but they're not there to deal with catakillers who have, 200 or so HP, roughly, when you level them up. They did get an HP nerf, and they did get an attack power nerf. But the range is the most important aspect of any troop. This is part of the reason why archers and tempests were so good, is that they have a great range. They hit from about 5 tiles. Now it looks like the catakillers have a range of about 6 tiles. And you can just 100% bases with nothing but catakillers. Literally, it doesn't matter how strong the defense bases are. Here's a very strong base. I don't care. I'm not even looking at it. So this is 100 times worse than the dragons. Because the dragons, you had to avoid the anti-air. You actually had to think about what you're doing. So even though we got hit by the mortar, we placed our catakillers in a bad spot down here, and we took some mortar damage. It's okay. We might, take 1 shot or 2 shot, but that's it. They didn't die. And now no other defense can deal them damage. So every defense structure is already dead now. And now they're just going to go and attack the nearest target and deal out a ton of damage, clearing the base within probably like a minute and 20 seconds. Like, we're still going to have a lot of time left on the clock. We need no other troops, guys. This is stupid. This breaks everything. It breaks the whole leaderboards. It breaks the loot. Breaks the crowns, the trophies. I mean, this is a joke of a patch right here. It seriously is. You should not, if you know anything about game design, you should not have a troop that can outrange defenses. So, let's talk about changes, how they fix this. Hopefully they fix this quick, but the damage has already been done. There's people that have been saying they've gained like 3,000 trophies in, 1 day since this update. Essentially, the trophies have been destroyed since day 1. The trophy farming, the leader, if you can see, there's a leaderboard, so some people don't even know about the leaderboards. And there's a leader who's like 20,000 trophies, and second place was like 10,000 trophies. Like, there's no reason for a trophy range to be that high. So essentially, what they have to do is they have to reset the trophies. But first, they have to actually fix the game. They need to fix these units. They need to fix the attack, defense, battle algorithm, the matchmaking programs, to figure out how much loot to give, how much trophies to give. What they want to do, I think, is not what they want to, but what they should do is they should make it that defenses actually will earn you trophies, a good amount. If you have a good defense, that should be the main reason that you are high on the leaderboards. All the people on the leaderboards also should always be attackable. They should not have any shield. Even if they get beaten down 10 times in one day, that's fine. They're on the top of the leaderboards. they need to be punished and attacked, but they also can gain a lot of trophies by winning successful defenses of their base. So those are the core aspects of the game. The leaderboards needs to be front and center. Defenses need to be top priority. It should be hard to attack a base. You do have access to spells. Spells make it incredibly easy. Spam down a couple spells that only cost a couple troop slots, and they can change the tide of the battle. A freeze spell, locking out defenses for 5 seconds, is a significant amount of time. A heal spell can heal up some of your troops and keep them alive so they can dish out more punishment and kill things. These spells being constantly spammable, yes, there's a cooldown, but it makes a huge, difference in the battles. If you find a tough base, you probably can't beat it alone, but if you start throwing in spells and using spells, freeze and heal, you can then take down most tough bases. You might lose some troops, but you're expending resources. You're expending spells, you're expending troops, which then you have to train, and it's a trade-off. You can see we're down to 29 free spells in this game, because before this patch, defenses were actually in a very good spot. The anti-air change made it so dragons were not free farming all the bases, and resources was quite difficult to get. Unfortunately, there was no really good targets. You can see all the bases that we are attacking right now are only about 10,000 gold and a few thousand lumber, a little bit of stone. That requires, 15 victories for us to get a full gold storage of 150,000. That's not good. You shouldn't have to make your players fight 15 battles, win 100% to fill up their gold storage, to do one update. You shouldn't have to do that, because you're also going to lose resources when you go offline / get attacked. So you need to have bases that are giving out, 20, 30,000 in resources, a good amount, but they should be tough. They should be difficult. They should be hard to attack. They should reward a proper battle strategy, proper battle tactics, proper gameplay of units and placement. There needs to be balance between the leaderboards, balance between offense and defense. And yes, they are a new company. Yes, they have not developed any games before, it looks like. So they're learning, but we're in 2020, and you need to learn before you push this stuff out. You can't push out stuff like this. This is garbage. You cannot have this. This makes a joke of everything else. Everything that has been done in the past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from the game launch makes a joke of that. It shows how poorly the developers understand gaming and strategy. Like, it reflects really badly on the company. Pushing out an update like this reflects really, really badly on the company. There's no way you can spin this into any other direction or like, oh, this is a good change. No, there's no way. There's no PR bullshit that you can say that is like, okay, this is a good change. Literally, no other troops matter right now. Literally, no defenses can survive. You might be able to survive with like 1 or 2 buildings alive if you put them all in the corners, like this base. So this base is a base there, to there, to there. This base is probably the best chance of survival. But if we go ahead and drop down a different unit over here, boom, 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 those things kill that. We've done this video here for 9 minutes or so now, and we haven't had to think at all. Mindless, free resources, just stupidity of these catakillers killing everything in sight. None of them have died yet. Maybe one will die in this one. Look, oh yeah, one died in this video right here, in this attack. One has finally died. Maybe 2 has died in this battle. We've 3-starred every single base we've come across. It is just an utter and complete joke right now. And you would think they would do QA, quality assurance, to test these guys, to see how it works. No, I don't think they did, because anyone with half a brain would realize when you have a unit like this, all you do is drop down a whole bunch of them and kill entire bases. Like, it's not very hard to try a strategy like this. To think up of like, hey, one of these guys is really good. Let's go ahead and try 20 of them. So like the first base, we didn't 3-star. We got 97% because we didn't kill in time. 2 stars. We lost 1 catakiller. Oh, wow. We lost 1. All right, let's train that up and go back into battles. Like, I don't even think I need resources right now, but, like, I'm just showing you how broken these are. So hopefully by the time you see this video, this is not a thing, and this has been patched and fixed. Yes, companies and games are allowed to make mistakes, but they shouldn't slip through the cracks like this. This is not just a oops. This is like GameStop today, who was announced that it just listed everything on their website for free. Like, what? How does that happen? How does every game on your website become free for like 10 minutes? That's not just a whoops. That's a huge, everything's broken, everything's burning on fire. Like, it needs to be fixed. And to GameStop's credit, they fixed everything relatively quickly. This is the same thing. Fires are everywhere. They need to fix this. Alright guys, I will talk to you guys later. Happy Halloween coming up. Hopefully you can get a lot of pumpkins. We will talk about those probably tomorrow once we've collected some. But as of now, we're just going to go free farm all this loot.